Welcome to Crawl or No Crawl. This is Carolyn Holzman. Today is September 6th and day 16 of the Google Helpful Content Update. Now you're looking at the project data log, and this is available. It's on American Way Media. I'll put the link in the description. As you can see, every 3 weeks, this is what these little hashtags indicate. Test pages are published, and the idea is that they're going through the Google indexing systems. You know, they have 3: crawl, index, and then serve. Now, the simple keyword, that's this line here, when it pulls up a test page that it was assigned to, that confirms that the crawling system is on for new content. And the JavaScript keyword, when it pulls up the test page, it confirms the rendering system is on for new content. Now, on Saturday, the coverage update, what used to be the coverage update is now the pages update. That happened on Saturday, so I think they're back to their 3 days, and then they'll do an update. So I'm kind of expecting between this evening and tomorrow morning that we're going to see that they've updated that. Now, today is an observation day, and so far, no new content is testing as findable by its keyword. So, is it a good day or a bad day for new content? Now, the crawling system appears to be on, as evidenced by when you go in Search Console, type in your URL and say, tell me what you know about it. Very often it says crawled, but it is not indexed. That means it went through the crawling system and it's waiting to go through the indexing system. Now, basically, as far as the page parser of Google, and that's the second render of our pages. Now, either it's offline, it's suppressed, or it's broken, and there's no way to know which at this time. So if you're publishing, put on your patience hat. So is there anything going on that would indicate an update? Well, part of that, I would say this suppression of the indexing system could be indicative. I mean, that could explain why it's taking so long. They have plenty of data from the massive recrawl of every page during week 1 and 2 of the quote update. So they don't need more to run whatever the algorithm has been changed to quote tune for helpful content. So for new content, results continue to be mixed. It's taking longer, and that's even via the indexing API. Now, there was an unofficial poll on Twitter, and Search Engine Roundtable wrote about it. And of course, just because somebody says they were impacted by the helpful content update, I mean, we have to realize that it's very likely they're not. And this is probably one of the times where I agree with Barry. I think this is Barry. Yeah, it is Barry. Okay. So basically, most people said nothing so far, but somewhere around 20% said that they saw an impact, whether it was positive or negative. And the truth of the matter is, I think people are attributing a negative impact to something else. They're attributing to the helpful content, but I think it's something else. Because part of what we don't ever want to admit is that other people might have actually created a more relevant page than we did. All right, so if you ever want to get your new content indexed, my recommendation, based on the data, is stop using anything in Search Console to get new content indexed. All right, if you go through the API, it'll take longer, but at least it'll make it. All right, so subscribe to get the next day's thing here. I'll just show you here as far as the bots. Very, very low number of bots crawled yesterday. So I don't think we're going to see anything yet. I do think that perhaps all of this combined is their processing at this point. Okay. And check out the latest Confessions of an SEO. Last week's was the update on the update. This week, I'm working on a topic, and it might be related to sometimes failure is the closest you get to success, or something along those lines. Okay, take care. I'll talk to you tomorrow.